I'm a single mom, and I have an 18-year-old son, and we've been going back and forth. He turned 18 in June, and, you know, he feels that he could do whatever he wants because the law is saying he's 18 years old. And I'm very, very strict with my son. I work 2 jobs, and everything that I do is for my son. And we're part Spanish and part black. I watch everything that my son does. He said to me, Mom, this guy is not going to get off. He's not going to get off. It's a jury full of women with emotional people. He's not going to get off. We came out with a not guilty verdict. Me and my son watched it together, and he came out with a not guilty verdict, and I cried. And I said to him, you see? He said, Mom, I understand now. I understand why you make me call you every minute. I understand why you don't allow me to walk in the streets at night. Why I stress him about pulling his pants up and talking proper. Even though we lost one, we gained another one. My son and he finally understands where I'm coming from now. So
wow.
I just wanted to reach out and let him know that I pray for them all the time, and I really, really feel bad, but you touched our family. I got my son back.
Wow. Well,
thank you, Miss. That was an incredibly powerful message, and I think Trayvon and his family will be touched by that.
Okay.
Wow. Thanks for your phone call, all right?
Wake up, New York.
Yo, wake up, New York.
The Hot 97 Morning Show.
That was a great call, Shalimar. Thank you.
If you guys want to call up here, man, we're doing our best with this today. There's a lot of anger, sadness, confusion. You know, it's tough, man. And Rosenberg said it great earlier. You know, while this isn't a black versus white conversation, it is a conversation about how black men are viewed in America. For years, my father would always tell us that we're endangered species. We're the most feared creature on earth. And things like this happen to remind us, to keep us in check. And it's so real. And man, so if you want to give us a call, 800-223-9797, or add us Black Rican Jew. We're taking your phone calls, trying to get through this together. Hit that man, that classic pop. Keep your head up out there, guys. It's going to be a tough day at work. There's going to be a lot of people who don't understand why you're so emotional. Just keep your emotions in check. Run that from the top, my G. It's Hot 97. It's very emotional, and we're getting requests. I think people want to hear it again. They want their kids to hear it.
No, absolutely. I'm getting so many tweets about it. People are really saying they're breaking down on their way to work.
This is the outcome. This is the outcome that I feel has to happen.
What, you mean people taking the responsibility into their own household?
Yeah, and a kid who understands what happened and will then change his life according to...
Change his behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have 19... There was a kid, he says, I'm 19 years old, and that broke my heart and put things into perspective.
So let's run that again in about 10 minutes. I think we should run that back, let everyone hear that. It does feel a little bit weird trying to promote an upbeat thing today and talk about a happy thing, but...
Peter Palooza
is a Saturday. So
you're having a birthday.
I am. And so Shalimar, since she has a son and she has a stepson, I said...
This was the woman who called.
Yeah. So I gave her 4 tickets so she could bring her whole family out because it's going to be really good. I think it'll be a positive, fun time. This Saturday, Williamsburg Park, I have Odd Future, Meek Mill, Schoolboy Q, World's Fair. Just found out Joel's going to show up. He's going to come through and bless for Brooklyn because we're going to be in Brooklyn, so we might as well. It's a great $20 ticket. That's over at Ticketmaster.com. But right now, caller 97, you're in the house of Peter Palooza this Saturday in Brooklyn, 800-223-9797. Wouldn't be surprised if the dude Meek Mill gets on some emotional-ish on stage this Saturday. You know what I'm saying? Because he's the kind of guy who lets his heart out.
Yo, you know what, though? That dreams and nightmares. You got that?
Well, of course.
Why don't you run that, G?
Well, wrong one.
When you hear, like, you know, some people may be confused as to, like, when you hear an artist like Meek Mill get on a record and that...
Ain't this what they've been waiting for?
That black male anger in a record. That's why hip-hop has become what it's become, is because it was always a platform and a voice for young black men to share their stories with one another from coast to coast, to get their emotions out. That's what it originally represented. And this song right here, I think,
and some hope. You know what I mean? Is we look these songs, like, you know, in a club you say, you know, this song gets it turned up, but if you really listen to what he's saying, and like he's talking about
pain,
his dreams and his nightmares, which is his everyday life. Dreams you want to get to, nightmares that life is.
743, good morning, Hot 97.
I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this, so I had to grind like that, to shine like this. In a matter of time I spent on some locked up in the back of the paddy wagon, cuffs locked on wrist. See my dreams unfold, nightmares come true. It was time to marry the game, and I said, yeah, I do. If you want it, you gotta see it with a clear eye view. Got shorty, she try and bless me like I said I do.